Hey there, everybody! With the new Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time coming out this year for the Nintendo Switch 2, I'm excited to talk about all of the changes that they could be making to the game to bring it into a more modern era, kind of flesh out some of the story plot holes, and generally make improvements to the game. And today, I want to talk about some of the content we all think was cut from the original, the Light Temple, and what adding it means for the game as a whole. Just to preface the Light Temple a little bit, there are a few things we know about it. One, it's located within the Sacred Realm, and that Rauru is the sage of the Light Temple. Two, it housed the Triforce. And three, it's where Link is spending his next 7 years after pulling the Master Sword. In the original game, after pulling the Master Sword and being sealed away for 7 years, Rauru lets you know that Ganondorf snuck into the Sacred Realm after you and claimed the Triforce for himself. Only he didn't claim the whole thing, it split into 3 separate pieces, and he claimed the Triforce of Power for himself. A few of the changes I would make here to make the Temple of Light as a playable dungeon make more sense would be kind of story building. You get sealed away for 7 years after pulling the Master Sword after being deemed not ready, but Ganondorf sneaks in after you and claims the Triforce for himself, so kind of a bummer from the sages or whoever deemed Link not ready that he couldn't defend the Triforce and, by extension, Hyrule. A few changes to this setup could be kind of using the themes that have already been presented. We know Ganondorf sneaks into the Sacred Realm after you, so instead of the Master Sword haphazardly deciding that you aren't ready to wield it and sealing you away for 7 years, perhaps you're defeated by Ganondorf while you're holding the Master Sword as a kid. You pull the Master Sword, the Sacred Realm opens up to you, and you find yourself creeping in with your newfound legendary blade. But who's right behind you? Ganondorf. This could be a scripted lost battle or perhaps just a cinematic, but in fighting him, you find yourself gravely wounded and needed to be saved by the Triforce of Courage, the Master Sword, Rauru, you name it. It is not by the whims of the gods that you are sealed away, but a matter of necessity to save your life and prepare you for the journey as the hero of time. But what next? It's not over, right? In the 7 years you're sealed away in the Sacred Realm, Ganon has claimed the Triforce for himself. His power has crept along the branches of the Sacred Realm and infected the remaining temples scattered across Hyrule. His influence is growing stronger by the day. Zora's domain is frozen, the Gorons are being fed to dragons, and it seems like catastrophe all over the place. The Light Temple is no exception. Evil has crept into the Light Temple. It's filled with monsters, and Raoru's in desperate need of saving. So now you spawn in the Temple of Light as the adult hero of time, and your first mission is to clear the temple, save Rauru, and begin your journey across Hyrule. And I'm not a game designer. I can't tell you what the Light Temple is going to look like or what it's going to be based off of, but I can tell you what the Chamber of Sages looks like, and that's these hexagonal pillars of water that are kind of scattered all over the place. And in terms of items that we're going to get from the Light Temple, which we always get an item from a temple, right? There's only a couple in the genre that fit the bill of crossing gaps, and that's the hookshot and the Korok leaf. In the original game, you're going to get the hook shot from Damp, who is the old-time gravedigger in Kakariko Village. You're told to go there by Sheik and play his little race to get the hook shot. But it kind of makes more sense to me if you get the hook shot within the Light Temple as your first item as an adult, rather than being told by Sheik to go collect it from a grave. The Korok leaf was never in the original Ocarina of Time, however there is precedent for its mechanics existing within the game, and that's with the cuckoos. You grab them, you jump off of an edge, you travel more horizontally than you do vertically down, and you're able to cross distances and make it to areas you normally couldn't. I think that mechanic should be available to the players without it being tied to a chicken being nearby. Either of those items would serve the purpose of helping you traverse chasms in the Temple of Light. Not that the Temple of Light needs to feature these chasms, I'm just basing this off of what was shown in the Sacred Realm, the only thing that we have to base off what the Temple of Light will look like. As for what getting the hookshot would mean for the race with Dampe, I still think that can happen, and maybe your reward is a heart piece or some other kind of small item that's necessary to complete the game, but is a nice reward for completing the challenge. Him as a character is very endearing and charming, and I don't want to see him removed from the game. I'm just saying that it makes sense to get such a key item in such a key place, like the Light Temple. After clearing the Temple of Light and saving Rauru, he informs you that Ganon has seized power, the world is falling to ruin, and you must venture to the remaining temples scattered across Hyrule to save the sages and restore the sacred realm. This will be the first major change we see in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. With a few in his childhood, I think the childhood stage should stay mostly the same, with a couple story beat change ups, and I'm actually having a couple ideas about what the Spirit Temple will look like, as it's the only one where you kind of traverse between being a kid and an adult in that temple. But that's going to be a different video. I just wanted to talk about the Temple of Light today. My next one's probably going to be about the Water Temple, so keep a lookout for that. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and help me forge the new Ocarina of Time. Bye. Thanks for watching.